Welcome back. We have Hillary Schneider joining us on the show today from Epona Rise Retreats. It's great to have you here.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Yes, I don't know a lot about this, but it's an equestrian center. It's a retreat facility.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about what you do.
Yeah, so there's a couple of different things that we do out of the facility. We definitely have the equestrian piece, but we also just have a beautiful, lodge and cabins and backdrop for people that are looking for a unique experience for their event. So we do small weddings. We've had family reunions, 40th birthday parties, and then in the wintertime, we're about 15 minutes from Sun Peaks. We've had people come up and rent our cabins just to enjoy the hill. So people don't have to have anything to do with the horses. And then part of what I bring to the experience is I partner with horses. It's part of what I do in my work with leadership development and personal growth, is the horses are kind of my mediumship of working with people. And so if they want kind of a different experience of working on themselves, they can add the equine experience into it, but you don't have to have it. It's sort of like a multifaceted facility.
Sure,
yeah.
So there are different options as to what you can use it for.
Yeah.
No better way to sort of give you a feel for it than to look at the picture. So let's start here. You've got a variety of horses up there, obviously.
A variety of horses, and what's a little bit unique about my horses is their rescue. So it's sort of undercurrent of my work. Most of the horses that I have there are there because they're older, retired, they can't be ridden any longer. So what I do with them is all done on the ground. No equine experience is necessary, but I give second homes and a second purpose to horses that are otherwise, potentially being discarded.
Absolutely, yeah. We're looking at sort of the indoors now of one of the facilities there. It looks like just a beautiful space.
Gorgeous, yeah, absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, so that's the lodge. And so when people can come up, they can actually rent the whole, they get the lodge, and then we have the cabins. So we can do 14 singles, and then if there's like group and families and couples, we can do up to about 25.
Okay, so there's a lot of options there. The inside looks very cozy. I love the wood that you've incorporated into the rooms.
Yeah.
And how many acres or hectares are we looking at?
It's 80 acres.
Wow, so lots of
space.
space.
Lots of space, and we're also surrounded by crown land. So it's really, it's a unique place because we're not too far from the city. We're about 40 minutes, but it is sort of has that off the grid feel. But we do have Wi-Fi, and we do have phone and cable and all that, so people aren't completely cut off.
Cut off from the world.
But it's a gorgeous setting.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about that connection that you find happens between horses and people and the healing effects.
Yeah. So and I'll try to do it really quickly because I know we're a little bit limited.
That's okay.
Limited on time. But really the premise of it is horses are prey animals, which is not something that people realize. So it's not just they're kind of magical and intuitive. As prey, they have to be aware or sensitive of what's coming into their environment because they are hunted by predators. So they need to know and read the intent behind what's coming into their space. And so what happens when we walk into a space with the horses is they're reading us kind of on that energetic level. As people, we can often be unconscious, right? We're really busy, we're very stimulated, we don't really know what's going on. Horses will actually help us get very present and very conscious about what we're bringing into the space. And I think they just naturally create this environment for us to really connect in ways that we don't always have to in our day-to-day lives. And they are, big, massive, beautiful, powerful animals that I think just evoke a certain type of, connection that happens there, that people, it happens when you just walk into their space and there's this really big, massive animal. And the way that I do it is we literally take people out to the field with the herd. So my horses live outside in their big herd. A horse might leave the herd and walk up to a person, and there's just a resonance in terms of what's going on with that person and that horse. And so people get quite blown away by the experience of getting up close and personal with horses in that way. And what I do is sort of help them, facilitate is how the horse is interacting with them. What does that mean in terms of what's going on, energetically that they might not be aware of?
So it can be quite a magical or even a spiritual experience.
Totally. And, part of my work is to also make it very relatable and tangible to what's happening in their life, in terms of relationships or career. That's where the leadership piece is. Who am I not being? Who do I need to be? Where am I not being effective in how I'm showing up or communicating? So we are not always good at, really connecting to where our disconnect might be, right? Why aren't things happening in my life? Or so horses really help that with mirroring that to us. But it is spiritual, it is magical, but it's also very grounded and can be very practical as well.
It sounds like you have a lot going up there, and you can make as little or as much of it as you want, depending on what kind of visit you want to experience.
Yeah, so we do kind of create custom experiences, so it depends on what you're looking for. And like I said, the facility itself is gorgeous. If you don't want to have anything to do with the horses, you don't have to. If you're interested in what goes on there, we can definitely create an experience for you.
Fantastic. We are out of time, but it just sounds like such an intriguing facility. And as you can see from the pictures that we just showed, it's just beautiful surroundings and very peaceful and serene. So very nice. We're really glad we were able to have you on today, Hillary.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're so welcome. If you would like to learn more about this facility, it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous area. The website's on the screen there. It's EponaRiseRetreats.com with the dashes in the middle. The phone number's on the screen as well. We're back after a quick break. Stay with us.